we go again. All right, welcome back. Justin here with High Priority Channel, High Priority Station. Anyways, back here with High Priority once again, and today we're doing more nickel dime stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of this stuff, but that's what happens when you have a 20-some-year-old truck. So today we're doing basic stuff. Probably not going to be that exciting for most of you, but some of you might help you out. So the problem I was having, actually I'll show you real quick. You saw in that earlier clip. See if I can get it here. Is okay, the washer function down here, right? It doesn't spray. Hits my tennis ball up there, but it does not spray anything. So that's what we're working on today. I already ordered the part from Amazon. It's the pump. Ooh, geez. It's the pump. This looks super cheap. I'm a little bit skeptical. It's from, I don't know if you can see that, Mean Mug Auto from Amazon. Yes, I'm an affiliate marketer for Amazon, so these links also get me a couple of shekels when you use them at no cost to you. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do today. We're also gonna throw some windshield wipers on there, and I got some vacuum line in case we need it. But that's the project. So in order to do this, your tank is here, and the pump is inside that tank. So we're gonna have to pull this battery out, which my stereo's hooked up to it. Anyways, and then we'll pull this fender liner out with my cool fender liner tools that I used in my maintenance video. If you guys saw that, check it out. Put a thing somewhere around here. Pull this fender liner out, we'll get the tank out. The tank is, you know, it's back there. But we'll get to that here in just a second. So we're gonna rip all this out and then we'll get going. So stay tuned for all the nickel dime action. I know it's not exciting, but I gotta do it. And if I've gotta do it, then I'm gonna show it to you out there and maybe it'll help you. So anyways, let's go. Amazon specials. These break all the time. If you need a bag, I'll link them in the description. All right, there's our tank from the bottom. The pump is kind of up on this inside here. So now we gotta go to the top. Oh, that was a 10 mil too. You blew it! Oh, it's right there. Notorious 10 mil is going missing. Saved it. Don't copy what I'm doing by disconnecting your battery this way. I'm leaving my passenger battery hooked up because I don't want to lose all of my presets on my stereo. So maybe that's a terrible thing to do, but that's what I'm doing. So you should technically disconnect both sides, take off both the negatives, you'd be fine at that point. Do they not sell batteries with handles anymore? Oh my gosh. Where's my handle at? Come on, Costco. Oh. lot of bolts for a battery tray. Jesus. Come on. All right, so the reason I wanted to pull that battery tray out is this isn't going to fit past it. And this line right here, this stuff is quite brittle. Runs down, it's pinched in, it runs up here. It's actually been repaired. See my nice repair with some vacuum line right there. The last time I was messing around, probably hit it with the battery or something. But this stuff is super brittle, that's why I bought some vacuum line. This is 1/4 inch. I'm actually assuming it's gonna be too big. So the size I should have gotten, 7/32. But we'll see. We'll get this tank out and then we'll test the wiring to the switch up there. We'll test the wiring with the meter and then we'll put the pump in, make sure it works, and then get this kind of, you know, working. Because I surely need to clean my windshield. Look at that. It's nasty. Can't clean it. Can't spray nothing on it. So, all right, continuing on. All right. It's getting pretty loose. All right, got it out of there. There's a couple more bolts, or one more bolt in the bottom, and then 2 plugs. So you got a level. Let me set this down. I apologize for this garage mess. I have a lot of projects going on. That's parts to a Subaru, that's a small block Chevy, that's a kitchen remodel, so pardon my mess. All right, so I'm assuming this is a level sensor, and I'm assuming this is a pump. I tried to fix this before, it was leaking. I tried the old zip tie to, you know, it didn't work. And actually when I was taking it out, my old vacuum line kind of is brittle and really came apart. So it just, as I pulled this down, this just fell off. So we'll have to address that. Hopefully that vacuum line I got is the correct size. Here's our pump. You know, I mean, it's pretty basic. Looks like it'll be fine, but we're gonna test power to this plug. We're gonna turn the key on and put the meter on it and check it for power to make sure that there's no issues upstream. But come on, it's a Duramax and it's a GMC. It's pretty reliable, if you ask me. So I don't think there's gonna be any issues there. Knock on, God, wood. All right, so let's get the meter set up and we'll test some wiring, see what's going on. And check this out down here. Remember, one of these is for the low level light, you know, when the light comes on your dash when you run out of the blue juice. So here's our other one. That is the pump. And I went ahead and checked the ground. I just guessed, put the meter on one side and then grounded it to the negative battery terminal and then checked the ohms, and it's ohming out fine. So now we have it hooked up and we're gonna check voltage. Right now we're sitting at 200 and change millivolts. So let's go ahead and hit our little button here, our washer button, and we'll see what happens here. Boom, baby. 12 volts, so yeah. So that's what we're looking for. That means the tried and true electrical system on this 2002 GMC is still good. So let's go ahead and go over here. We're gonna pop this out. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll set the tripod up and just get that out of there, get this new one in there. I'm just gonna assume that this is good. From Mad Dog, Mad Bro, Mean Mug, sorry. Hey, at least they gave me a sticker. So I'm gonna set the camera up and swap that pump out, and then we'll go ahead and reinstall this whole setup. God, I gotta drain this, man. I'm gonna have to find a bucket to drain that. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
All right, let's go. I should get a funnel. I'm gonna make a mess, just get a funnel. Oh shit. Damn it. I forgot the hose is broken. So let's flip this around here. All right, good enough. Only a slight mess, we're okay. It just pops right out of there by this little detent on the top. All right. Oh, and Mad Bro, where's that? Here it is. Mad Dog, Bro Hound, they do give you a new grommet for here, so. Do I need to change it? Probably not. Kind of gross. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. It's a little dirty. You know, it cleans well, everything. Card cleaner cleans everything. Is he gonna wreck the plastic? I don't know. Ah, that's better. Nicely done. Now the grommets are different. But it also fits in there pretty tight too, so it seems good. I also like to use a little white grease on the pump. Just like a little bit, you know? I don't think I need to go crazy, but just enough. Oh, Jesus. Come on, girl. Oh, man. All right. That's in there. Not as ideal as I would like. It's kind of loose, but anywho. All right, we'll take our hose off. This still looks okay. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Definitely figure this out. Yeah, trashed. So this one still seems all right. A little stiff, but now is my 1/4-inch hose the correct size? Oh, no, it's not. It's too big. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go. Ugh.
Why did I do that?
Ugh. Gross. All right, I'm gonna have to go to the store because I just want to get it done the right way. So I'm gonna go get some smaller vacuum hose, and I'm gonna bring this with me. So we'll come back. I'm gonna steal the wife's car.
Day 070964.
764s.
Alright, let me see if we actually have it, because I've been having a lot of He's done.
736. All right, that was fun. But we got what we needed. Let's see if you can see this here. 7/32 windshield washer / vacuum tubing. Duralast number 50211. So we're good. 7/32. So we're gonna replace this guy. We're gonna get rid of this little bridge, get rid of that chunk there, and then just run it up. And I don't think it's gonna cut that or anything. I think it'll be fine. So that's what we're gonna do. I was driving and I answered my own question. I said, why don't they just run it all vacuum line? But I guess the reason is because it will eventually do that. And this stuff doesn't do that, so there we go. Let's go ahead and pop this on here. Okay, look pretty solid. There we go. Bent that tab out of there, so now it's holding our hose. Let's go throw this in the truck. And then, well, let me show you this real fast. So the line snakes here. I'm just gonna leave that alone. My splice up here seems to be doing okay, so I'm just gonna leave this here and then plug it in how I see fit. I was putting it in there backwards. All right. We'll get the plugs plugged in. We can do it like this here. Golly. All right, pump's plugged in. Now let's see if we can get it. There we go. And sensors plugged in. Good. The lower bolts are back here. Okay. All right, let's hook the line up first and test it before we get too carried away here and put it all back together, and then we have an issue. So, okay. Got a little spare now. Come on. Okay. Let's just do that. That's fine. Okay. Let's get some fluid in there and test it out. All right, well, nothing's leaking. Hit the button, see if we hear any noises. Oh yeah, there we go. Dude, it's gonna spraying all over. And it's really loud. Did you hear that? It's like super loud. It's really weirdly loud. Whatever. It's working. It's better than it was. So let's go ahead and button this up and then throw the new blades on there. All right, we're good to go. We're done. Pretty simple, pretty basic stuff. You know, I don't really know what else to say, but more nickel dime stuff. More just little stuff that you do when you own a truck that is this old. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know, like I said, kind of boring stuff, but hopefully it helps somebody out there trying to replace that motor if you're trying to diagnose your issue with your window washer fluid. If you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them below. If you want to see other content, if you want to see more monotonous, kind of boring stuff, let me know. Leave a comment, say, hey, this really sucked. I really would like to see something cooler. I don't do a lot of cool stuff. I mean, I do have a lot of projects going on. I've got a T-case half for the Duramax. I've got a carburetor for the 82. I've got a couple other things kind of in the works to do more maintenance and stuff on this rig. But anyways, yeah, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Join the 1,518 other subscribers that I have. I do appreciate it, and I do appreciate every one of you. Also, all the tools I used, links in description. The little motor, although loud, it works. It's spraying the window. I might have to adjust the sprayers on the blade arms up there, but we'll figure that out as we go. Anyways, until next time, see you later.